they are going to produce a material called rare earth, from a material that's going to come all the way from Australia, and they are going to produce what is called rare earth. And these rare earths are very valuable, but unfortunately they are not rare. They are found with rare, very toxic, very dangerous, very radioactive materials, and therefore they are called rare earths. Actually, Lynas is right. ALP is right. Rare earth is not radioactive because what they've done is remove the radioactive part, the radioactive waste, the radioactive part of this whole ore that comes from Australia, Mount Weld, and what they will give you, the people of Gabe, the people of Kuantan in return, like what Mitsubishi did was this toxic waste, radioactive waste called thorium. The authorities are right. Thorium is called a low-level waste, and they tell you that it is safe. And these are terms used by the industry to try and confuse you. The issue here is not the low-level waste, but what is contained within the low-level waste, and that this low-level waste is radioactive, and when you crush this ore, when you break this ore down, when you actually crush the ore, what you get are dangerous gases which are caught within the ore, which are in its natural state. Remember, there is no safe or no safe levels of radioactivity. Any activity that is released in the process of any functioning of this sort of a factory, this sort of a factory is dangerous. Because any added dose, any dose that is added on, any little bit that is added on to what is already existing in the natural background is a dangerous level. Radon is a highly dangerous gas released from the crushing of the ore. There are two types of radon. That one is called thoron, the other one is called radon, because in your waste, or rather in the ore or whatever they want to call it, there will be not only the thorium, you will also get some amount of uranium. From the thorium you will get thoron, from the uranium you will get radon. And radon is a highly dangerous gas that can cause lung cancer. It can travel for thousands of miles. In the case of background radiation, you have it everywhere. That's very true. You have background radiation everywhere. You travel by plane, you will have some background radiation. But the point is, any time you undertake some activity which increases the background radiation, there comes the real problem. So the issue of trying to say that this background radiation is all over, background radiation is there all over, and that little increase in radiation will not harm you is not true. Any dose of radiation is an unsafe dose, so any activity which increases the level, even by a small unit, is a toxic dose. It's a dangerous dose, so that activity cannot be permitted. Benefit Lynas will get, it has got a 12-year holiday, it will be making huge amount of money, and the money is not going to be given to you. This money will be sent away, their shareholders, etc. will be now getting the money. What you will be getting in turn is a lot of dangerous waste which is going to outlast you. This is a principle available in many countries, developed countries especially, that when you have no idea, when you have know that some process is very dangerous, When you know that this process can cause harm, the best practice is don't go do that. Don't have the precautionary principle of not allowing that practice or not allowing that activity. Meaning, the best way to prevent damage will be to stop this practice. Further you are awake, the safer it is. True. But the problem comes with two things. You are talking of two issues. One is the external dose. When you are talking of the external dose, there is one type of radiation which comes out from the external part of it, which is actually in a sense cumulated. That means all the time becomes cumulated. What is called the internal dose. Now I think I told you that radon can, especially the dirtier version of radon from the uranium series, can travel thousands of miles, which means you are not protected in Malaysia. You are not protected in Malaysia because you must understand the wind will blow this whole radon all. Why is Australia making it so stringent for them to do that activity in Australia? Why do they want to bring in 2,000 over 500 over miles here to do it? Because the safety practice in Australia is so stringent, it won't be cost effective for them to do it in Australia. Meaning, do not get fooled with this mind-boggling numbers. They are matter of numbers, just telling you numbers. It's safer. As I told you, I repeat, any additional dose, however little it is a dangerous dose. That is the dictum that is accepted by all scientists, that any additional dose, however little it is a dangerous dose. Both are thorium. Whether thorium has got, the thorium from Australia has got less, both are thorium. Both are radioactive. So, the question of saying that is lesser of the evil doesn't arise. Both are dangerous. So now what I was trying to tell you is it's more dangerous when you concentrate it. So the issue is very simple, clear cut. I don't think we want to argue that it is. We don't want to argue that the material is unsafe, it's dangerous, it's cancer causing. Over. That's it. No more argument about it.